just recently watched this video and it has 3 Brit debunkers. I think they're all Brit. And then there is one Australian skeptic. And they are in the ancient Ram Inn in the UK. And this is Beardo Gets Scared, The World of Mr. Grey, Mythos, and their side chick, the side-eye guy. Just kidding. Anyways, so they're not investigating. This is not a ghost hunting video. It's basically 4 guys in a 1,000-year-old house walking around with cameras, filming random stuff. And I come to the realization, after realizing how boring this shit is, because I can relate. Because when you make real paranormal, your content is boring as shit. And so I come to the realization that we kind of need the entertainer creators. And watching these guys, they really need the entertainers because that's how they built their channels. If they made content real paranormal like they did with this video, I don't see their channels going that far because, well, I'm not dogging them, because every video that we made, making paranormal, real content, it is kind of boring. Even though you add because we're not against them. We use like the apps and the toys, the equipment, stuff that lights up and makes noises, and the Ovilus, the Oculus, the Necrophonics, because you know what? It kind of spiced that boredom. And these guys are totally against it. So basically what you have here is what most of us in the paranormal saying we're investigating or ghost hunting are really doing is, you might as well just label it exploring, because you're basically just pointing a camera at random stuff and that's it. It's either like these guys, they just point their camera, they're shooting the shit with each other, and they're just randomly recording stuff. So that is boredom, and it's worse. And that's why this channel has really not succeeded. I always thought, that we wanted to be a channel that made real paranormal, and we reached the top. And that's what I would like to see. I always thought I'd like to see a person who makes real paranormal content that's like this, that you're seeing from these guys and from our content, be at the top. 100,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers. These guys are starting to reach that level, but it's not because of paranormal content. If they made content like this video at the Ram Inn, they wouldn't have the subscriber count or the fans that they have now. And that is because they made their channels in their way by debunking and talking crap about these larger content creators. That's how they've grown. And if you're a fan of these guys, you know that. But this is not where they started. And if you watch them, this is what they want the entertainers to, how they want the entertainers to make their content. Well, it's just not going to work. And they know that, because they won't debunk or they won't make content on anyone small. They just won't refuse, because nobody's going to watch it. So they make their content on large content creators. But if they make content like this, no. They'd be in the same boat as this channel and nobody would ever watch them. So that, I'm not dogging these guys. I mean, but they find out with this video, and the only reason they really get good views on these videos is because you can probably find this on all 4 of their channels. But the only reason they're really getting good videos is because they've already established themselves as being debunkers. So people are going to come in and see what what they're sharing. And unlike someone that's worked from the ground up and still continuing to make this type of content. Now, granted, everything that's been posted on this channel, except for certain things, is all old videos. I'm being honest with you, and, for the last year, that's all that's been uploaded on this channel is old videos. And the reason is because they're not being watched. The views are terrible. And until the views are, where I feel like they should be, I'm going to continue to show those same videos. And I know, looking back, the majority of our content is like this. It's point the camera at random stuff, waiting for something to appear, and that doesn't happen. And especially if you, like these guys, they traveled to the UK. Well, obviously some of them live in the UK, but to film this popular location and nada. And really, I have to thank these guys for that, because if you're a paranormal content creator and you have a bucket list, places like the Ancient Ram Inn are on your bucket list because of you want to see for yourself. And now these guys have made it so that there's no reason for me or anyone else to travel there and make content when absolutely nothing happens during this video. I mean, and that's what you don't want as a paranormal creator. You don't want to go to one of these popular haunted locations, spend the money to travel there, spending money on on necessities and whatever to make this content and nothing happen. And that happens a lot, unless you are an entertainer and you're making up shit about demons and you're pretending you're a psychic and blah blah blah, So in a way, we kind of need that whole jump scare deal and whatever that these entertainers do, because it's entertaining. And when you watch something like these guys did, now you can make it entertaining. You can shoot the shit and tell jokes and making it interesting, but basically all you're doing is making an exploring video. You're not making haunted content. And a lot of times that's what happens when if you explore certain places, sometimes it'll turn into a paranormal video because you'll catch something that you didn't expect to catch. But half the time, you don't really catch anything. And that's kind of the truth of the paranormal. And these guys prove it by doing it and doing it the way they're doing it. This is raw paranormal. This is the way that a lot of small channels who produce paranormal content, they do their videos. They investigate. They're not, they just sit around waiting for something to appear or to hope to catch something they can document on camera. And these guys are doing that, but the thing of it is, these guys also prove how boring it is, how much boredom there is to real paranormal. And that realization comes in that maybe we do need these guys that are, not necessarily faking their content, but adding more entertainment to their content. And I guess that's how, because I know, because this channel's been an absolute failure. I've failed so many times, trying to create content here on this for YouTube, and it bombs. And a lot of that is because it is basic. It is us with a camera walking around some random location pointing at graves and old ancient shit that it's boring. And these guys prove that they need those content creators that they make videos on. And it don't even have to be that whatever they think. They don't have to, prove that stuff's fake. Just, they need these entertainers because their content, no, their channels wouldn't be going anywhere if it wasn't for debunking or making content on other channels, because their content isn't going anywhere. Now I understand. I always said, why don't these guys go out and produce paranormal and document paranormal for themselves? But I've watched a few of these videos since. They're investigating or paranormal or they're ghost hunting type content. And y'all stick to y'all go ahead and just stay with the debunking and that kind of stuff, because no, don't make paranormal content. I take that back. In fact, I said it for all the debunkers that I've seen, that they should go out and make it for themselves and go check out these haunted places for themselves. And well, no, don't go unless you're gonna, like I said, you did help by going to the ancient realm and getting absolutely nothing, because you saved a bunch of us a trip to these places. So that's like you did the Conjuring House. The side-eye guy did the Conjuring House too, and you save us the having to go make this videos, because we know it's going to be a waste of time. So after seeing these guys do it, we don't have to do it. And I think that helps for a lot of the content we've made and a lot of the places we've been. Because if nothing happens, don't go. Don't waste your time going to these places. So as cool as the ancient, if you're in the history, the ancient Ram Inn would be a cool place to see. But if you're going there for demons or ghosts or whatever, don't waste your time. And I'm going to tell you right now, this demon thing, I've always been, I don't believe in this whole demon crap. It just doesn't make sense to me. And no, I don't like psychics. I don't care for that either. But that's your thing, go for it. But no, it's not my thing. But I don't know, I just come to a realization that real paranormal, unless you have some type of entertainment in it, nobody's gonna watch that. And I guess I have to thank these guys for opening my eyes about that. So, but also, these guys, they dog all these entertainers, and I have to. And well, the realization is you kind of need them when you look at your content and you look at theirs. And I know that's what you guys want, these big entertainers to make their content like that, but it's not going to happen, because obviously nobody's going to watch that. And I understand that too, because these videos, making content like these guys did at the Ram Inn, for them the views are great because of their they already have a larger fan base. For us, it's terrible. So I don't know, I guess that opens your eyes to, but I gotta say, don't make no more of that kind of content. Just stick to what you know best. It's not working for you. Just like it ain't working for this channel. Stop it. Anyway, it brought, I come to that realization that now, that's all I got.